changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And hey, let me make sure I got my volume right. Testing, 1, 2, we on 31. Everybody, let me know in the chat box. Put a 1 down if the sound is good. Put a 2 down if we need to step our game up, man. But we live in the liquor store, man. Salute to everybody out there. And hey, it's Friday. I know y'all had a long week. I know your boss probably done stressed you out. I know your co-workers ain't worth a quarter. So you know it's well overdue for a liquor store run, man. So tap in with your boy, Henny the Moore, and come get drunk in the liquor store, man. So, hey, we got a lot to discuss over here in Cowboys Nation, man. We're going to talk about Zack Martin. Now, Zack Martin said some things about retirement, and he sort of moonwalked Michael Jackson those statements back a little bit, man. So he sort of moonwalked some of those statements back. We're going to talk about the disrespect of Dak Prescott yet again, because we're still in the middle of bad list. You know, we're still in the middle of the bad list season, man. So more bad lists are out with your quarterback on it and not being on it and everything else, right? So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss CeeDee Lamb, the market, a possible contract structure for him. So we got a lot to discuss in the liquor store, man. But hey, y'all know the usual rules of engagement when y'all tap in with your independent content creators, man. First and foremost, when y'all come into the liquor store, the first thing I need you to do is to hit that like button. The more likes that we get on a video, the more that algorithm works in our favor, man. That means they'll put it so more people can see it and more people can come support. You know, more people can come sub to the channel, so on and so forth. So if you want the liquor store to grow, continue to flourish, and for us to continue to do all the dope stuff we usually do, all you got to do is hit that like button, man. It goes a long way in helping out your independent content creators. After you hit that like button, though, you know, it's like a 3-step process in the liquor store. I never make things easy on y'all, unfortunately. After you hit that like button, I need you to turn right back around and hit that share button. Not only because your mama told you that sharing was caring, but we are trying to manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys in 2024. I know last year did not end the way we wanted at all. But so, hey, that just means that the Dallas Cowboys need all the positive energy, all the support, and all the good wishes in their favor. So share the content 6 times, 6 times, in order to manifest that 6th championship for the Dallas Cowboys. And it could be to 6 different friends, family members. It can be to 6 folks that hate the Dallas Cowboys. You can put in all the Dallas Cowboys hate groups. You can send it to that one cousin that you got that's a Steelers fan. You want to talk to him at the family reunion. Just send it to 6 people, man, to help the Dallas Cowboys manifest that 6th championship. Also, man, y'all know when you come into the liquor store, the main thing I need y'all to do is to slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man. Slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan when you slide into the liquor store. And listen, if you're able to lay palms on an Eagles fan, they done migrated back to Philly. They got shit in their mouth. The normal stuff with the Philadelphia Eagles is going on right now. If you're able to slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, I will be able to give you half off from all the merchandise inside the liquor store, man. And we got exactly what you need to succeed over here, man. We got Cowboys, we got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy, Henny the Moore, and come get drunk in the liquor store, man. But hey, enough of all that. Let's go ahead and dive head first into the content, man. So let's start with let's see if I got the Zack Martin stuff loaded in first. Let me see if I got the Zack Martin stuff loaded in first. Let me see. Okay. Figure I wouldn't be able to play it like this. All right, so this is what I do. Since this looks ugly and unreadable in this setup that we currently have, I'm just going to have to read it to you verbatim, right? So hang on 1 second. I'll pull it up on the phone and I'll just read it to you. We will not be able to show no graphics, but hey, it is what it is. So according to Clarence Hill, right, Dallas Cowboys insider, in regards to what Zack Martin got going on, he said Zack Martin told me today that retirement talk is overblown. So it's not. This is not nothing that he is, you know what I'm saying? This is not nothing that he's heard secondhand. He said that Zack Martin straight up told him, hey man, they going a little bit too far with the retirement talk, man. You know, like the only reason retirement came up because I'm old. Like I'm just an older player. So, you know, when you get toward the back end of your career, you always wonder if this is the final year or whatever, right? He said he is not thinking about retirement. He will wait till the end of the season to assess his future because his contract is up. But retiring is not at the forefront of his mind. He used the old Bill Parcells line that if you are thinking about retiring, you are already done. And all his energy is on being the best he can be in 2024. So listen, man, he actually echoed what I said. You know, I actually contributed that quote that was said by Bill Parcells. I actually contributed that to John Madden. They both may have said it, I'm not sure. But, you know, when you're talking about retirement, you know, most coaches says it's time to go ahead and hang it up. Because if you're not completely focused, you're not set, you're not all in, that's when people get hurt. That's when people break bones. That's when people, you know, tear ligaments. That's when major injuries happen. When you're not completely focused, you're not engaged, playing a very violent sport. So, you know, I also echo those sentiments. If Zack Martin was really talking about retirement, I wanted him to go ahead and hang it up, man. Like, it's better for him and us long term, you know, if he feels the need to step away from the game, he need to go ahead and do so. But it's being reported that was overblown. Like, there was not really a conversation like that, right? Maybe he thought about retirement in the sense of he's an older player, like I said earlier. Maybe it's just, you know, not having a contract next year, and like, damn, like this really might be my last stop in the NFL, right? So it's really not having that security that leads to the uncertainty. If he was signed for multiple years, if he had like a 3-4 year contract, I don't think that Zack Martin and retirement would be in the same sentence. But because he's a pending free agent next year, I somewhat understand why the retirement talk is going on. Like, I somewhat understand why the retirement talk is going on. But salute to everybody out there in the chat box, man. Salute to everybody in the chat box. I see my boy Desmond Ironman, Big Benny Rich, Miss Regina Green with the green, Daniel Barrera Sports Highlights. Salute to you. Who else in the building, man? Who else in the building with us? Tommy Montoya, John Jones, Darren Sutton, Kelvin Hicks. Salute to all y'all good people, man. Salute to y'all. Bruce got the toxic juice sliding in. I see you. And hey, remember, y'all, we are having a raffle in the liquor store. Everybody that sends at least $5 will be entered for an opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey, man. You'll be entered with the opportunity to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So if you want to support, all you got to do is send $5 to the Cash App. It's $Henry or more. Or hit the super chats or the super stickers since the since the page is monetized. So salute to y'all. JC said, "What's up, Henny? Did YouTube change their layout? YouTube now has the option for you to stream vertically. So they've been implementing vertical streams that you can try at your own discretion. And so yeah, so since it's going vertical and it does not allow me to display the other graphics, I patched together." He said, "Is it still the last raffle?" Yes. I'll tell you what, if the Dallas Cowboys start doing well in the season, I might have another raffle. But as of right now, this is the only raffle. This is the last raffle that I'm doing while the Dallas Cowboys play with our emotions. Dallas Cowboys, I don't give a damn how good the draft was, because good teams still go out there and build through free agency, they still sign better players. They still, trade for guys and improve on the efficiencies that they have. And the Dallas Cowboys ain't done that. They haven't done that. They drafted a bunch of young guys who have upside. Don't get me wrong, they have upside. But they drafted a bunch of young guys, and they're putting all their eggs in the prospect of those guys developing, being ready to play soon, and contributing. Right? They knew that we had issues stopping the run, and they still did not add a defensive tackle. In fact, they let a defensive tackle walk out the door in Jonathan Hankins. He was still your best one tech with Monty Smith coming off of an injury and not having a lot of snaps, right? So, Dallas Cowboys still haven't done enough for me to take them serious. I still feel like we'll win 13, 14, 12 games, whatever. But my question is always going to be the postseason. I don't know if they did enough to win in the postseason, dog. So that's why I'm still... I feel confident in our ability to win regular season games. I don't feel confident in our ability to win postseason games at this point still. And really nobody should. Nobody should. This is a defense they gave up 28 points per game to teams with winning records last year. So when you really think about that, man, like, can you feel confident in them? So yeah, man, I'm not gonna spend no money on the Dallas Cowboys right now. I'm gonna finish out the raffle for y'all because y'all been supporting and showing love, but this is gonna be the last raffle for now. But yeah, MFW, what's up with you? But what are y'all thoughts about Zack Martin, man? Do you feel like he'll retire next year? Do you feel like the Dallas Cowboys will reward him and give him a decent little contract at the end of the season to keep him around for another year or two to help the offensive line? Or will they swap him out? What are y'all thoughts, man? Put it in the chat box. I'm curious to know. Does Zack Martin retire at the end of the year, or does he get another opportunity to play in Dallas? What do y'all think? Put it in the chat box. Yeah, go ahead and put it in the chat box, man. I can see y'all comments still. So go ahead and put it in the chat box. I want to see what y'all feel. But man, part of me personally, while I wait for y'all to give y'all opinion, part of me really feels this might be it for Zack Martin. Because they're already trying to get younger at the offensive line. They already trying to get younger at the offensive line. They swapped out Tyron Smith for Tyler Guyton. We seen them draft Tyler Smith and let him develop. They just got Cooper Beebe, and Terrence Steele he's a relatively young player as well at this point, right? When you really think about it, at this point, Zack Martin is the elder statesman on this offensive line. And, if you're going to keep getting younger, he's the next piece to go. He's the next piece to get swapped out and replaced if you're going to go younger along the entire offensive line. I hope he stays, but you never know. So I think he will. He knows D-Law is coming too. All new guys to him. That is true, because listen, we keep talking about this year. Next year is really when they might try and pull a trigger and blow some stuff up, man. Because DeMarcus Lawrence is another vet that's been on this team a long time. His future is in question. And if you're thinking the way I'm thinking, they might have already drafted his replacement. When you think about Nealon, he reminds you of a young, unpolished DeMarcus Lawrence. He's not the world's best pass rusher, but he never gives up on the play. He's already a stellar run defender, like physically imposing. He reminds me of a lot of DeMarcus Lawrence, and they drafted him with a second round pick this year. So when you look around, you can even make the argument that Zack Martin's replacement is on the team, right? You can make the argument like, hey, they love TJ Bass, So how do you know that they won't swap Zack Martin out with TJ Bass to give him an opportunity? Or they might, and I would hate if they did, they might spend a first round pick and get another offensive lineman again in the first round. I hate it, but Eastside Herald, you don't even know what the hell we be talking about. You just slide in here talking. But it's good to see you, Eastside. Hey, listen, man. Eastside Herald sold a kidney so he could afford Ezekiel Elliott jersey. When Ezekiel Elliott first came into the league, Eastside Harold sold a kidney so he could afford an Ezekiel Elliott jersey. He is the biggest Dallas Cowboys supporter and fan that I ever met or knew. So shout out to my boy Eastside Harold. He be doing things for the team I never thought about doing. I never thought about selling to Oregon to be able to afford a jersey. But salute to my boy Eastside Harold in the building, man. Real stand-up, stump down Dallas Cowboys fan, man. Salute to my boy. Big Ben Rich, man. I'm just saying, man. Like, listen, I just had to wait for a couple paychecks. I just couldn't do it that paycheck. I still went and got the jersey. I wasn't finna get cut open and sell a vital organ to get a jersey like Eastside Harold did, man. But you know. But that's my guy though, man. Eastside come in talking shit. I talk shit back, man. You know, I rock with Eastside, man. I rock with Eastside and his hey Nas. But yeah, man. But yeah, there's a bunch of veterans on this team, man. They may not be on this team much longer. Right? This might be the last hurrah for a bunch of veteran players. You know, like we said, Zach, DeMarcus Lawrence, Brandon Cooks. Like Brandon Cooks is going to be like 31, going on 32 next year. Do you really think they give a multi-year deal or a contract to a aging outside receiver that's under 6 foot tall? I still think he got talent. I still think he'll be better with Dak Prescott this year. You know, I think that he can add value in this offense having a year under his belt in the system. You know, but I don't know how much the Dallas Cowboys value giving him a contract when they done drafted all these other young wide receivers. They might give Flournoy an opportunity next year. They might give Jalen Tolbert an opportunity to be wide receiver 2 next year, depending on how this season goes. Right? Another thing, this guy's not even old, but he's a free agent. Cavante Turpin, like Turp might be out the gate. Right, so there's a lot of uncertainty. I think the key word for this season is uncertainty. Because we're uncertain about our ability to stop the run. We're uncertain about our ability to run the ball. We're uncertain about our ability to win in the postseason. We're uncertain about what Mike Zimmer defense is going to look like. He said, do lies like this more, bet that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, my boy Bigelow. Salute to you, man. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing lies like this, bro. I'm going to keep doing lies like this and rocking to give y'all the content, man. But yeah, man. But in regards to that, I'm uncertain about a lot, man. So like uncertainty is probably the mantra of this season. Cause they got a lot to prove to everybody. Like you got a quarterback coming off of an all-pro season. It like really should have won MVP. And there are people uncertain about if the Dallas Cowboys should keep him. Speaking of which, let's talk about bad lists. Let me go ahead, because I've actually found a way to do this one. I'm going to pull it up on X, and I'm going to screen share it. You know, and it works a little bit differently from actually having like a graphic that I show. Now, this will show correctly. Or at least it'll be equal size for me on the screen. So y'all bear with me for 2 seconds while I get this pulled up for y'all good people. Bear with me. I'm finna find this fuckery that we have right here. Alright, so I found it. It is fuckery. I just want to give y'all a heads up before I even pull it up on here, man. Oh yeah, y'all ain't gonna beat the Cowboys, man. Eastside, bet $100, by the way. Bet $100 that y'all beat the Dallas Cowboys, man. I want to see if your pockets, you know, match your confidence level. Like, put your money where your mouth is. I want to see, you know, how strongly you feel about that stance. I want to know. All right, but let me share this screen though. So boom. All right. Again, this is a horrible list of players that they put together. So this was the quarterback draft. I guess they selected the top 16 players or whatever. Yeah, it says they play GM and draft their top 8 quarterbacks. Ugh. Ugh. This is some nasty work, even for these mother. Hold on. I got y'all. Hold that thought. Nope. Alright, hold on. That still look ugly. So I think this display was a little bit better right here. Alright. So we can at least read the list from here. So these folks got together. Nick Wright, who was not right a lot about a bunch of shit, right, and Colin Cowherd got together and put this list together. So their top 16 quarterbacks that they got are Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's going to argue with Pat. The man is already a Hall of Famer. So, I'm not going to complain about Patrick Mahomes being at the top of anybody's list. Right? So we'll let him slide with Patrick Mahomes. That's the best. That's right. The question I want to have, how in the hell is Josh Allen on this list again? How is Josh Allen number 2 on this list when there are other quarterbacks that have accomplished more on the list with him? I did not think that Lamar Jackson deserved MVP last season, but he deserved the MVP he won back in like 2019 or 2020, whatever year that was. He deserved that one. Josh Allen has never won an MVP. I don't even believe Josh Allen has ever made an All-Pro selection. Right? So how in the hell would you have Josh Allen at the top of this list? Especially like number 2. How would Josh Allen be number 2 on this list when he just had 20 turnovers last year? The man just had 20 turnovers last year. 20. Y'all listen. To put that into perspective, Dak had 15 the year that everybody was over him. Right? The year like Dak had 15 the year that everybody was over him. This man had 20 turnovers. That's crazy. Then they got Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams on the list. Caleb Williams has not even played a snap in the NFL. Can we stop? You cannot be the third best player in the league, or if they opinions, like to even have the opinion of having him over anybody on the list. Like to have him over anybody on the list, man. Like, come on, Caleb Williams. I don't even think Caleb Williams was the best quarterback in his draft class. All right, I told y'all how I feel about Jaden Daniels being a better quarterback. I told y'all that I think Jaden Daniels will have a better NFL career than Caleb Williams. I said that. So how the hell can you have a rookie quarterback over? Let's go down the list of these other quarterbacks, right? Even though I don't agree with the order of the list, or let's just start with the people he's over. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is one of the most prolific passers of the football in league history, and he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. How can a rookie who ain't even threw an NFL pass be over Matthew Stafford? Matter of fact, I gotta see where he at on the passing yards all time. All right, NFL all-time passing yards leaders. Matthew Stafford is number 11 all-time in passing yards, and he will pass Eli Manning for number 10 this year if he stays healthy. Matthew Stafford has thrown for 56,047 yards in his career, but a guy with 0 career passing yards is supposed to be a better quarterback. If y'all don't stop this shit, if y'all don't stop this blasphemy, right? CJ Stroud was just rookie of the year. I think CJ Stroud is too high on the list. But CJ Stroud was just rookie of the year, had one of the better rookie campaigns of any NFL quarterback ever. Right? When you think about rookie campaigns of quarterbacks, you think about CJ Stroud, Dak Prescott, Big Ben. Like, those guys had some of the better rookie campaigns of any young quarterback. And Caleb Williams, who was also going to be a rookie this year, ain't even threw the damn ball, man. Ain't even threw the damn ball. Joe Burrow. I also think Joe Burrow is overrated, but I also can't say, like, man, how can how can Caleb Williams be over Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow is a Pro Bowl quarterback. Joe Burrow, and listen, he hasn't played that many games, but if you look at Joe Burrow's career completion percentage, it's like 1 or 2 in league history. Like right now, at this point of career, like his completion percentage is rivaling Drew Brees's. Like that's how good Joe Burrow has been as an individual performer. Trevor Lawrence has actually won a damn playoff game, right? Jared Goff, so that's what I'm saying, man. How can y'all have Caleb Williams at number 3 over quarterbacks that actually played in the NFL? How can y'all do that? That's so damn disrespectful. It's disrespectful as hell. My next question, what was the criteria to make this list? What was really the criteria to make this list? I understand Patrick Mahomes being number 1, but how could Josh Allen be number 2 when he wasn't even a top 2 quarterback last year? There was 2 All-Pro selections last year. Lamar Jackson got first team and Dak Prescott got second team. So if you're going just off of last year of individual performances, you led the league in turnovers. Star Child, we up here talking about Super Bowl appearances. You know who else that made a Super Bowl appearance? Jimmy damn Garoppolo been to a Super Bowl. Nobody gives a damn about going to the Super Bowl. That's a team. I'm not gonna say give a damn, but that is a team accomplishment, my boy. How many sorry ass quarterbacks have been to the Super Bowl, man? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky. Do you even remember the name of the Carolina Panthers quarterback the first time they went to the Super Bowl? Like, I'm not talking about Cam Newton. I'm talking about back in the gap. I can't even think of the name of the quarterback with the Carolina Panthers when they went to the Super Bowl. What about when the Bears went to the Super Bowl with exactly? You don't even know the boy now. What about when the Bears went to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman? You remember Rex Grossman made it to a Super Bowl? Let's stop with this surface level. Oh man, he went, so he must be something. No, hell no. We ain't finna do that, man. We gonna have more than surface level discussions about the quarterback position, what you can and cannot account to them, and all this other stuff. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. There's too many bad quarterbacks that been there. Thank you, yeah, Jake Delhomme, man. Thank you. It was Jake Delhomme. There's too many mediocre and bad quarterbacks that been to Super Bowls and won Super Bowls, and too many Hall of Fame quarterbacks that ain't did it and ain't make it for us to hang our hats on that. Man, Dak ain't been. Neither did Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is probably going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. One of the most prolific passers in league history. Right? Again, can we stop acting like a Super Bowl appearance is a quarterback stat? We ain't finna do that. Brad Johnson. Warren Moon ain't never make it to a Super Bowl, man. And he's considered an all-time great quarterback. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to just have surface level discussions about this guy didn't go to the Super Bowl. He can't be good. That's stupid. It's stupid. It's a team sport. When you're trying to dissect an individual player, you're going to look at their individual performances. Right? When you're comparing an individual player to another individual player, you're going to look at their individual production. And that's just what you're supposed to do. All right, Justin Herbert. Yeah, this is a wild ass list. This is a wild list. So yes, Dak Prescott should be in the top 3. If we're going off of last year. It said first timer here. I just want to ask who y'all Mount Rushmore of the current NFL players. When you say current, I want you to elaborate. Still playing? Like players still playing? Like my Mount Rushmore, a guy that's still playing? Let me know before I answer that question. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Dak is top 3 in everything that matters. Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Rex Grossman, Jake Delhomme, Jimmy Garoppolo. This is what I'm saying, man. You cannot say that. You cannot say that, man. Like, we know that it takes more than just good quarterback play. Okay, so still playing. And we're talking about quarterbacks that are still playing, right? We can go by position. It's going to be Pat, and this is in no order, just of the guys. And Mount Rushmore was, Mount Rushmore. So I'll give you my top 4. So you talk about quarterbacks, you have to say Patrick Mahomes, right? He's already in the hall. You have to say Aaron Rodgers. He's already in the hall the moment he hangs it up. Who else am I thinking of? A quarterback still playing? That's sort of tough too, man. I'm almost tempted to put Matthew Stafford in there just because of his numbers and having a Super Bowl at this point. Because when you look at all the other quarterbacks, man, like I had to give the people with the hardware their love, but then there's a bunch of guys that are good. Like Lamar Jackson is a 2-time MVP. Same token, I don't know if I would say he's an all-time great yet, or how. I think he should be a Hall of Famer just because you can't give somebody 2 MVPs and not put them in the Hall. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's a very good question. I really ain't sat down and thought about it. Said, oh, now listen. His parameters were for people still playing. You know what I'm saying? If we talk about all-time great quarterbacks from all eras, yeah, like Brady, Mahomes, Montana, Troy, show some love to Bradshaw. You know, just for getting 4. I know that he wasn't always the best quarterback, but he showed up from time to time. Elway, Manning, like there's a bunch of great players, man, that came through. There's a bunch of great players that came through. I said that's not even 10 of those thanks to Mahomes. I know, right? Like all these. Listen, for all the folks talking about going to Super Bowls, if you're going, you're not winning because Patrick Mahomes have won 3, Tom Brady have won 7 of the last 10. So in the last decade, who's really been winning Super Bowls? Nick Foles lucked up and won 1. He said, are we saying Mount Rushmore are top quarterbacks playing right now, or are we talking overall stats over their career? Whew. That is the thing. Because I was going off of what they did for their career. Because Aaron Rodgers is coming off of a year, he only played like a piece of a game. He only played like a piece of a game. Then we know that Matthew Stafford, he was a Pro Bowler last year, but we know he ain't the same quarterback that he used to be. So yeah, man, I was going off of their career performances because some of that crosses over. Yeah, I was going off of career performances because they're still playing. You know, they're still playing. So like, I have to look at the overall. Now, if you were to ask me where Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, ranks right now, I don't think Matthew Stafford is a top 5 or 6 quarterback in the league right now. Yeah. I don't think Matthew Stafford is a top 4 quarterback in the league right now. But you're talking about overall career numbers and performances and resume, that he got to be up there with the current guys that are still active. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about the resume of the current guys, like, he got one of the better resumes right now. Yeah, the list is a joke, though. I also wanted to remind y'all, this is not the only bad list that my boy them pumped out. Just last year, he had Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb as a damn, because they were talking about wide receiver and quarterback duos. They didn't have Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb in the top 5. They had them listed like number 8. And this was with CeeDee Lamb coming off of an All-Pro season. This was with the Dallas Cowboys winning a playoff game and Dak Prescott having statistically one of the best playoff games in league history and all those other things. You know what I mean? Now, if you're talking about the top 4 quarterbacks based off of, let's say, like recency bias, based off of last year, it has to be Patrick Mahomes because he won the damn Super Bowl. He's won. It has to be Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott in there because they were the All-Pros. Like, they were the All-Pro selections last year. You can't take them out the list just because you don't like them. You know what I mean? They didn't have the playoff success you wanted, but shit, you just can't remove them. And then probably, who would be the other guy? I got Dak penciled in. I got Lamar penciled in. I got Patrick Mahomes penciled in. No particular order. Just those are the top 3 guys in my opinion. Who would be the 4th guy? Like, if we're primarily looking at last year, who would be the 4th guy? Probably C.J. Stroud. Yeah, Kyler Murray. Yeah, Kyler Murray don't stay healthy enough. Probably be C.J. Stroud. It'd either be C.J. Stroud or begrudgingly Josh Allen. Like, who else can you give it to? Joe Burrow got hurt, didn't finish the season. Justin Herbert got hurt, didn't finish the season. You might make an argument for Jordan Love because Jordan Love numbers were rivaling Dak Prescott's. Like, Dak Prescott had 36 passing touchdowns. I think Jordan Love had 32. You know, like, he put up some damn good numbers last year. We just don't talk about him in the same era as the other quarterbacks. But, you know, he had a rough start to his season. So, like, listen, I'm not even going to fight anybody on the 4th person. My top 3 are set. Because I don't think that's debatable. Your top 3 should be Patrick Mahomes, who won the damn Super Bowl MVP, and it should be the 2 guys that made All-Pro selections. So, like, yeah, so, like, you can argue anything with the other 4, with the 4th spot. You can argue Jordan Love, and I wouldn't fight you on it. You could argue C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen. I wouldn't fight you on it. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's only fair, you know, that you give the guys that actually walked away with the accomplishments. You give them some love. Yeah, that narrative never made sense. Saying that Dak Prescott was a stat patter and all this other stuff. The man barely even played in the 4th quarter of most of most games this year. He barely played in any games. Okay, so Mahomes, Lamar, Dak, Stroud, Love, Allen. Yeah, in no particular order. Like, that's probably the top 6 quarterbacks in football going into 2024. Right? You can argue. The only person I'm not going to let you argue about is Mahomes. You got to be fair. The man was the Super Bowl MVP last year. He played well. I know he didn't have the kind of numbers he usually did, but he also didn't have the receiving core he usually did. So to win a Super Bowl with that level of difficulty, you know, and contribute. I know the offense wasn't perfect. I know they had their flaws, they warts. I know they struggled for stretches, but I still gonna give them love. Yeah, I saw they left Purdy off. You know what's crazy? I would not have left Brock Purdy out to put in. Dog, look at some of these names on here. Anthony Richardson barely played. Kyler Murray barely played. Jaden Daniel hasn't played. Caleb, man, I'm gonna keep it real. To be fair, I would have had Brock Purdy on this list, bro. Brock Purdy was an MVP candidate for 3/4 of the season. Brock Purdy was an MVP candidate for 3/4 of the season before the Baltimore Ravens beat the dog shit out of him in the 49ers. He deserves to be on this list more than half these other guys. He deserved to be on. Listen, Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels, Baker. Man, listen, let's be for fucking real. Baker Mayfield. Come on, yo. I think Baker Mayfield isn't that bad either, but come on, man. I take Brock over Baker. No, I'm not taking him out of the top 6. I'm just talking about that ugly ass list they had. Like, you know, they had like a top 16. They had like a top 16 of people. I'm taking all the rookies off. What the damn this rookie done did? What the fuck did this rookie do to deserve to be on this list? Like, let's be for real. Caleb Williams, you didn't win no national championship. Let's be for real. Let's be for real, man. Like, how can a second-year quarterback with a handful of snaps and 2 rookies be over a guy that, like, they don't even have the man in the top 16? They don't even have the man in the top 16. I hate the 49ers, but I'm not a liar. I'm not gonna lie and say he shouldn't be in the top 15 of quarterbacks just because I don't like the franchise. Like, that's wild. That's disrespectful. That's just disrespectful, man. And yeah, Baker probably should have been comeback player of the year. He probably should have been comeback player of the year. Who did they end up giving it to? I'm actually just happy they didn't give it to the safety. I'm actually just happy they didn't give it to the safety. They got hurt. Shout out to DeMar Hamlin. I'm glad that he recovered and he was able to continue his football career. I'm just happy they didn't give it to him because the man didn't play. Like, in my opinion, to win comeback player of the year, they did give it to Joe Flacco. This whole list ain't shit. Because, man, I know that Aaron Rodgers got hurt, but damn, can they at least make the top 15? And listen, I normally don't even talk about other teams, but this list was so egregious, I had to talk about the entire list. If you're a Dak Prescott hater, that's fine. Disregard that he didn't make the list. Aaron Rodgers didn't make the damn list. He didn't make the list. And it's not because of injury, because they had Joe Burrow on that motherfucker. They had Joe Burrow on here. So it's not because of injury. They got Anthony Richardson on here. It ain't because of injury. You're like, come on, man. Now, if they come out and say, hey, we're drafting these guys because we want to start a franchise, we want to go with all the young guys, so we value the age. If they came out and said some stupid stuff like that, if they came out and said something stupid like that and they had that caveat, it might be more understandable. But you're not going to leave Aaron Rodgers off this list. You just can't. He got to at least be a top 15 quarterback. Face card alone should get that man into the top 15. Dak Prescott was literally second team All-Pro last year. Are you disrespecting? Yeah. Are you disrespecting the national media voters now? Right? Because last time I checked, yeah, man, this it's weird. What up, King G? They were tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. And I know y'all probably won't be able to see it when I pull it up, but anybody that wanna get a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey of your choice, all you got to do is hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, man. I am currently having a raffle, and I will be giving away a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice. If you want a Larry Allen jersey, I'll make it happen. If you want a Dez Bryant jersey, I'll make it happen. If you rocking with Dak or CD or somebody, I'll make it happen. All you gotta do for a chance to win is send $5 to $ Henny the More. Every $5 you get will be a raffle entry. So if you want to support, you can hit the super chats as well. We're monetized on this page, so if you want to send your raffles through a super chat, you can do so. Yeah, it's clickbait, man. But shout out to King G sliding in. My brother Choctaw Montana, don't apologize for being late. Danny Savage, don't apologize for being late. We appreciate y'all for sliding in, man. Said midget feet jersey. Listen, if you want to get a Deuce Vaughn jersey, that's between you and God. I will provide it. If you win it, I'll get you one. I'll ship it out. Just, but I can't believe y'all. I just can't believe you would do that. Get a Deuce Vaughn jersey, okay? But yeah, man. The list is anti veteran quarterback, because it was disrespectful to put that many rookies on there. Leave off Aaron Rodgers, leave off Dak Prescott, even to leave out Brock Purdy. Like, at least Brock Purdy done played in the NFL. You got some kids with Similac on their damn breath. I've been on for about 45 minutes, man. But I got time to kill, bro. He said, I wanted to say midget feet on the back of the jerseys, man. I'll tell you what, I will get you a midget feet jersey if you win, and I'll have Deuce Vaughn number on it. I'll have Deuce Vaughn number on it, and it's going to say midget feet on the back. But yeah, we're going to be rocking for a little bit, man. Because we ain't really got to the rest of the subjects yet. It just the list that they dropped was so damn egregious. I've been sitting on here talking about it for a while at this point. So if you're missing everything that's been covered, I touched on Zack Martin, retracting the retirement statements just a bit. He said he's not really considering retirement right now. It really just came up because he's a free agent next year. So it's on the table if he doesn't want to sign another contract with him. Oh, he said what list? Colin Cowherd and Nick Wright dropped the list of their quarterbacks, their top quarterbacks. The list went Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Anthony Richardson, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jaden Daniels. They left off Brock Purdy. They left off Dak Prescott. They left off Aaron Rodgers. They probably left out some other people. Point being, it was an awful list with no credence at all. It really upset me. So that's why I've been on a rant about it this damn long. That's why I've been on a rant about it this damn long, man. Oh, Jesus. Get me straight. All right, so the next subject. Let's move on to the next subject. We all know the list is boo-boo. We know. Matter of fact, let's not move on to the next subject. Do y'all remember Colin Cowherd said that Dak Prescott would be a backup tight end in the NFL? Tweeted it. Has left it up since 2014. He has had that left up since 2014, my guys. I don't think he's ever... I think he's the kind of person that has bad, piss poor takes, and he dies on the sword. So, like, if he gets proven wrong, he might walk it back for a little bit. He sees a little sign of faltering. He dives head first back in on that bad take that he had before because he really still feels that way. And that's why I feel like he always has some bullshit to say about Dak Prescott. He was proven extremely wrong, right? He said that Dak Prescott would be a backup tight end. Dak Prescott has made 3 Pro Bowls as a quarterback. He's made an All-Pro selection as a quarterback. He won Rookie of the Year as a quarterback. He has one of the best win-to-loss ratios in NFL history as a quarterback. He has one of the best completion percentages in league history as a quarterback. And he looks like a dumbass at this point in time for ever saying that bullshit that he said. 4th most accurate quarterback in league history, and you said that he would be a backup tight end. Backup tight end is what you said. So that's why I never, ever, really come out here and take what he says seriously. He's stupid. He has bad takes all the time. But now that that's out the way, and we can talk about some other things. The Dallas Cowboys have a pipeline that we haven't tapped into just yet this year. We have a pipeline. That pipeline, my good friends, is the UFL. The UFL is the pipeline. And listen, the Dallas Cowboys still have roster spots. Right, I really wish my boy JJ DeMond was in here right now because he loves those secondary leagues, the UFFL, the XFL. He would probably be able to talk to us about that a little bit more. But the Dallas Cowboys have not tapped into their pipeline just yet. And listen, it's a pipeline that's paid dividends. I would understand if you weren't out here striking oil. I would understand if you weren't out here striking oil all the time with these guys that you pick up from these other leagues. He said, just look at Nick and Colin faces. You can tell that they have no integrity. So therefore, they have no credibility. They are only stooges of the corporate beast. Facts, Revelation journalists. Facts. When you have no integrity, you'll be out here doing anything for a click or a view, man. Yo, Tyrone, what's up, man? Shout out to Steeler Nation. We ain't tripping. We gonna play each other this year. May the best team win. I'm looking forward to the matchup. Early test against one of the premier pass rushers in the league. Very solid defense. So, hey, I'm curious. Hey, Tyrone, who you think wins your starting quarterback job this year, man? Y'all going with Russ or y'all going with the boy from Chicago? Talk to me. Who you think's going to be your starting quarterback this year, man? Danger Russ, or we gonna get the discount Lamar Jackson? Talk to me. But yeah, man, Wilson all day. I agree with that, man. They gonna stop playing with Russ, man. I like Russ. My boy says, "Hey, man, at least he ain't a closeted Dallas Cowboys fan like Eastside Harold. Eastside Harold pretends to be a Houston Texan fan when we know that he's in every Dallas Cowboys stream with us. He's in every Dallas Cowboys stream with us, man. So we know Eastside Harold in the closet. At least he came up Front Street and said what he was repping, man. So salute." But yeah, man, we have not tapped back into our UFL pipeline, and I think we need to. Because last time I checked, we got this guy by the name of Cavante Turpin from that league, and he was the league MVP of that league, and we brought him in, and he made a Pro Bowl selection as a return specialist. Like he was a Pro Bowl returner the first year in the league, and then he scored like 4 touchdowns for you last year in a rotational role. Probably have a bigger role this year. Fastest guy on your team. You got him from the UFL. From the UFL, man. Your all-pro kicker is from the UFL. Play for Landlords, Birmingham Stallions. Matter of fact, Landlords in the building. I looked up, seen him. Salute to my boy Landlord, man. If you ain't already subbed to the trap, make sure y'all go over there support my brother. He always coming through with some fire-ass Dallas Cowboys content, man. So make sure you support my boy, man. But yeah, man, salute. But when you think about it, man, like every single player that we brought in from the UFL that's made the team has worked out. Cavante Turpin has worked out for us, man. The kicker has worked out for us, man. He said, "I like JT better, but Jack Sawyer is highest ranked edge last year in Big Ten." It said Tyrone Johnson, not many due to the class. A lot of true freshmen will be playing 2025. But the reason I brought that up, man, is because they dropped the all-pro list. Well, it's really an all-UFL list. So just like the NFL has an all-pro list for the best players, the UFL has unveiled an all-UFL list. And I'm finna see if I can get it pulled up for us real quick. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm finna get it pulled up, y'all. All right. So let's take a look and see if we recognize any of these guys. Now, I will say this. There's a wide receiver. Don't even look at him. Daywood Davis, he's already signed a contract. He's already going to the NFL. So there's no look to look at Daywood Davis. But I'm finna show y'all the all UFL offensive team. And we're going to see if we recognize any of these people. James Washington just didn't pan out, man. First, he got hurt. He got hurt first and didn't come back till late in the season. And then he wasn't productive when he came back. Like, roles were already filled. CeeDee Lamb had already transcended to being a number 1 wide receiver. Michael Gallup was still here. They brought in... Who did we bring in from others? We brought in T.Y. Hilton. Noah Brown had played well up to that point. So that really wasn't a place for him. Once he got hurt and came back, it wasn't really a role for him. It didn't really pan out for him over here. All right, but let me pull this up though, man, because it got a graphic attached to it. Now, I don't know nan one of these folks. I don't know what school they from. I don't know nothing about these boys. But I'm gonna read through the list with you. I'm not concerned about the quarterback. Adrian Martinez. We already got 3 quarterbacks. We got Dak Prescott. We already have Cooper Rush, and we already have Trey Lance. Now Jacob Saylors I might be interested in him because we need more running back depth. We got running backs, but man, I don't trust these boys like that. I do not trust them boys. So Jacob Saylors was the running back on this list. Hakeem Butler, who had multiple NFL stints, was all UFL. Marcus Sims, Jace Sternberger, Zach Johnson, Coel Leveau at guard. Ooh, I'm gonna be butchering these boys' names, man. Mike Panasuk, I don't know how you say that man's name, at center. Jared Jones Smith and Bobby Evans. So those are the guys that line out the UFL all offense team. Now, I'm going to look at the running back real quick. Yeah, I mean, Zeke is the best option, but if you're going to go running back by committee, I need to be looking to improve that committee. So let's see. Hey, we say that people said that about Cavante Turpin, and then he came in and he's a contributing member of the team. People said that about the kicker we've got. I keep saying the kicker because he's a kicker, man. I forgot the man's name that damn quick. I forgot his name. I ain't gonna hold you. Who our kicker? I mean, he's a kicker. What's my nigga name, dog? Brandon Aubrey. Damn. Brandon Aubrey. Like, nobody thought Brandon Aubrey would be anything. And he made the team, made an all-pro team. So, listen. The Dallas Cowboys, in the past, have taken players from the UFL, and it's panned out for them. You can say that about everybody on the team then, cuz. So, what the hell does it matter? Everybody loses. Only team that fucking won last year with the Chiefs. If we going by ultimate wins and losses, so what the hell are we talking about? What are we talking about? Should all 31 teams not name the Chiefs just hang it up because they lost last year? Should they not try to add players and do all this other shit? Should they just pack it up? Let me know. Should they just pack it up? So, yeah, man. So, let me pull up this running back and see his numbers worth a damn. No, I'm talking about the best players in the UFL. I'm talking about the best players in the UFL. And last time I checked, Turp and Brandon Aubrey played in that league. So, yes, we're going to talk about it. If the Dallas Cowboys continue to do so, I'm going to educate myself on who the hell's over there. It's just a smart thing to do. Let's see. Jacob Saylors is 24 years old. So let's take a look at the boy. When did he last play? So he already played in the NFL at one point. Jacob Saylors did. So all these guys look like they done been in the NFL for the most part. Adam Hester, what's up with you, man? Jay Bryan, what's up with you, man? Thank y'all for tapping in. Landlord, I need you to stop. I need you to stop, dog. I need you to stop, man. You wasting your time comment on my shit, though. I'm not really concerned about that. You can always, go to a different stream, cuz. Yeah, all right. You been on my dick for a while, then. All right, bye, my nigga. I ain't finna argue with no nigga on no Friday, man. Ain't no credit on no Fridays. If you don't like the content, you don't get to look at the content no more. How about that, pussy? You're gone. You're dead. You never existed. You're gone. Bye. What be wrong with these dick pulling ass niggas, man? What be wrong with these dick pulling ass niggas, man? I ain't finna read no 2-time USFL, 2-time US. Nah, I ain't finna read that bullshit. Just like I ain't finna argue with no nigga that they're gonna come in here and tell me what the fuck to do on my show. Get your fat ass on a podcast, make up your own graphics, make up your own talking points, and then you can do what the fuck you wanna do. Don't come in this bitch trying to dictate you wasting your breath. You did it at the draft. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Shut the fuck up. Fuck be wrong with niggas, man. They think that I got these glasses on, I won't slap the shit out of niggas. Yeah, these niggas weird, dog. Niggas weird as hell. Sit your roly-poly necklace. I'm just saying, niggas don't be having necks, but be having opinions. Nigga ain't shit but a head in his goddamn profile picture. Motherfucker look like roly-poly-oly, nigga. Like he might have tire tracks or skid marks, some shit where his neck supposed to be just on the stump. Just on the stump. Just got skid marks where his motherfucking head been rolling around there. Nigga ain't got no goddamn neck. But he got an opinion. My opinion, you need to take your fat ass to the gym before you die from high cholesterol. Cause I know a fat sloppy body bitch ass nigga like that ain't got no bitch to take care of him if he have a stroke and get stretched out. So I need you to take your bad built ass on trying to critique some shit. That's all I be trying to say. Like I be up here just talking about what I'm talking about in the most polite manner. I be trying to use my professional voice at time and shit. And niggas make me cuss them out midstream on a Friday. Man, listen. You got people that love you though, Choctaw. You ain't that goddamn fat. Choctaw, you got a neck. That nigga ain't got no neck. You just got baby fat or something, Choctaw. That nigga should be on. Man, I'm done. But yeah, man, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I got sidetracked, so that's my apologies. There's a lot of y'all here that actually want to listen to content and hear my opinions on things without butting in. So thank y'all. Thank you. Built like a pear. Don't disrespect pears like that. If he was built like a pear, he might eat one. At the defensive list, okay. Let's take a look at the defensive list then. So that right there with the all UFL offensive list. Let me see if I can find the defensive list. Let me scroll down here. Folks just love offense, don't they? I don't even see a list of the defensive folks yet. I done seen 3 graphics for the offensive guys. I might just have to just click on it and read off the names. All right. Carlos Davis. Hold on, y'all. This sounds like somebody already played for us. Nah, he didn't. He played for Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Okay. Carlos Davis, former All-American in track and field at Nebraska. He was a former 7th round pick in the 2020 season. Listed as 6'2", 320 pounds. All right. So we got Carlos Davis from the Birmingham Stallions. Daniel Wise. If I'm not mistaken, Daniel Wise played at Arkansas. Says Kansas City. It ain't the same person I'm thinking of then. Alright. He was on our practice squad already. Daniel Wise, who made this UFL team, our defense team, was a Dallas Cowboy UDFA in 2019. He was a Dallas Cowboy UDFA in 2019 and did not make the roster. Now, granted, he played a little bit in the NFL for the Washington Commanders, or Washington football team, as they were at the time. This is a different one. This is a different Wise. This is a different Wise, because this guy don't have that on his track record. This particular person played for us, the Cardinals, the Commanders, and then he was on the Chiefs practice squad in 2023. Then he went to the Michigan Panthers. I guess, I don't know, that's weird. Let me see what New England's. Dietrich Wise. Okay. Dietrich Wise is what we thinking of. And he still plays there to this day. Dietrich Wise. And I wasn't mistaken. He was an Arkansas Razorback. Woo Pig, man. Yeah, Dietrich Wise is the one. He said, I told y'all he in. I told y'all he ain't with the most nefarious man alive. I'm just a great friend. Nah, nigga. I be covering up for you too, man. Hey, they ain't give us no money for this show. Alright. Carlos Davis, Daniel Wise, Chris Odom, Breland Speaks. That sounds like a podcast. Breland Speaks. Okay. Tavonte Beckett, Willie Harvey, DeAndre Baker, Nate Brooks, Ajani Harris. Why do Ajani Harris' name sound so familiar? Played at USC, 28 years old. Okay. See, man, it be seeming like these are the guys that get created. You know how you play Madden and they be filling out rosters with these created simulated CPU motherfuckers. Because the dude name you got sound like the dude that played for the Giants. He's still there. So this probably his clone. They probably couldn't create the real Baker, so they made a discount knockout clone or something. Yeah, like these are some names right here. They sound like bad clones of good players. Because Daniel Wise is the bad clone of Dietrich Wise. They said Baker one of Caleb guys. He got them 2K shoes on, man. This shit is out of hand. That shit is sad. That shit is sad, boy. Boy, if you don't eat a salad and shut the fuck up. If you don't eat a salad, put some motherfucking me cocoa butter on them stretch marks. I didn't know your bitch ass was still in the chat box. I did not know that your bitch ass was still in the chat box, man. Ah, man. I ain't finna keep going back and forth with a nigga though, man. I said what I said though. I'm just saying, man. Like, niggas need to get their health in order before they come up here like they some motherfucking me producers or some shit, man. You don't shut the fuck up and enjoy the content like everybody else. You don't see this nigga. You don't see Random Rob. You know, Random Rob, man, let me go see if I can blow this nigga page up, man, so y'all can see this nigga really ain't got no neck. I'm trying to show y'all the nigga ain't got no nigga. Y'all don't see this nigga? He in the chat box. I can still see him. You know what? Maybe if I shoot him, y'all be able to see this nigga. But I ain't listen, I didn't lie. Like, man ain't got no neck. He ain't got no neck. I can't help that. God made you like that, man. Are you trying to say that God made a mistake? God didn't make no mistakes. You was supposed to struggle like that. You was supposed to struggle like that, my boy. God don't make mistakes, man. He give his battles to his toughest warriors. And his... Yeah, but you got a neck. You got a neck, though, man. This man ain't got one. Like that, like, listen, this man got missing person posters up for his neck. All around town. Missing person posters. I already done shot him. I already done put him out for 24 hours. We gonna try again tomorrow. If you find him, you can block him, though. I ain't tripping. Yeah. But he do, yeah, like, I didn't lie. And cuz, listen, man. The glasses are Prada. That's why I like wearing these motherfuckers. These are designer glasses. You see that little red stripe right there? That's why I be wearing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not blind like that. Like, I can see a fuck nigga from a mile away. But any damn way. But yeah, man. That was everybody on the list at this point. That was everybody. That was the entire UFL. All offense and all defense. Yo, TH, what's up with you, man? Hey, they must know that you a real die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan, man. So salute to you, man. Glad you found the page. Hey, listen. Matter of fact, because I be doing the vertical stream now, a lot of new people find the channel, man. If you don't know who I am, my name is Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. We cover Dallas Cowboys content daily. We've had interviews with Dallas Cowboys players, exclusive interviews. We done interviewed Jalen Tolbert. We done interviewed Boss Man Fat when he was here. Interviewed Mr. Casillas, who was our starting defensive tackle on some of our Super Bowls. Yeah, man. So yeah, we go out to the draft from time to time. We have players on from time to time. We cover content. So yeah, please sub, man. Join the channel. We do raffles. We have a good time in here, man. And if you're a real stand-up Dallas Cowboys fan, you'll love it here, man. So salute to you. Glad you were able to find the channel, man. Izzy, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Interviewed Izzy McQuamu. So yeah, man. So like, yeah, we got skins on the wall, man. We got a couple skins on the wall. Yeah, the brother, man. We can't forget the big homie Terrence Williams, man. Shout out to Terrence Williams, though. Yeah, I said Boss Man Fat. We said Boss Man Fat. And shout out to Boss Man Fat too, man. That man came on here live from the trap house. That man was in the trap doing the interview with us, man. Real stand-up guy, man. Salute to Boss Man Fat. Yo, Texas Twister, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Yeah, landlord know I ain't lying. That's why he gonna laugh, man. Landlord. Oh man. I'm meddling, man. I'm meddling. But yeah, man. Now we can move on now. Okay, you got a question. Hey, this is actually a good way to kick it off. So I was going to move on to Q&A. For everybody out there. We're going to do question and answers. Y'all got questions. I got answers for the most part. So we'll start with this one from Roxy Bella. Salute to Roxy Bella. I ain't seen you here before. This is my first time seeing you in the stream, but I'm glad you're here as well. They said, looking at this year's schedule, how many games we win? Now listen. I already said it, man. I said the Dallas Cowboys on the low end win 12 games, and on the high end we're gonna win 14. I feel real good about our chances. But when you think about it, even the games against tough teams, most of them you get them at home. You get the Texans at the crib, right? They supposed to be a hot up and coming team. You get them at home. The Baltimore Ravens and the last year's league MVP, you get them at home, right? Even the road games were favorable. You go to Cleveland before it's snowing. You go to Pittsburgh before it snows. Washington, you're gonna catch them at a good time. They're still young. I don't think that they'll be able to beat you this year. The Giants don't know what the hell they doing. So you're gonna beat the Giants. You probably beat the Commanders both those games. I have no doubt that you beat the Detroit Lions. Dak Prescott has never lost against that team, so I don't really see a reason for them to lose. And they got younger on defense, you know, like they got younger. So I think we can exploit that secondary still. So yeah, man. So I still think Dallas Cowboys win 12 to 14 games. You know, I say 12 to 14. There's games that I think that they'll win. They might lose. You know, there are games that I think they might lose. They might win. Like the shit is crazy. That's why everybody watches the NFL. Upsets happen every week. Teams that ain't supposed to be good this in a particular season are great. Like that's why people love the NFL. That's why the NFL kills every other sporting league. It's just the unknowns, man. Any given Sunday, because there's not I can't remember the last time that a team went winless. I think the Browns maybe. Like even the worst teams in the league win 1, 2, or 3 games. And they might beat some of the better teams. So that's why folks always love to watch the NFL, man. It's really unpredictable. Now, listen, I like the O-line. I think they need time. I think by the time that the season ends, they'll be in a real good space. I just think I don't want folks to overreact if they struggle early. Because you got 2 rookies on that line. Terrence Steele is just going to be healthy for the first time. 2 of those guys are going to be first-time starters. So, yeah, if they struggle early, don't trip. They'll have it together by the time the postseason rolls around. Yeah, and that's one of the good things about having Zack Martin on the team. Still got that elder statement in the building. You know, that's why when we first jumped on here and we were talking about Zack Martin, it was a relief that he backpedaled a little bit about the retirement talk. Because if Zack Martin retires, Tyler Smith is your veteran offensive lineman. It don't seem like it, but Tyler Smith, no, I take that back. Terrence Steele would be your veteran if Zack Martin retired. He would be the elder statesman of your starters. He'd be your elder statesman. So yeah, that's a lot of knowledge that would be leaving out that door with him. So glad that he's going to stay. Glad that he's not even thinking about retirement. I'm really hoping that even next year that they can sign him back for another year or 2. Man, we lost a bunch of guys. That losing Doug Free, losing Travis Frederick, dog, to illness. That was awful. Really, I'll go as far to say, like, for a long time we didn't properly replace Ronald Leary. I don't think we properly did a good job of replacing Ronald Leary's production until recently. So yeah, like the Dallas Cowboys have had a bunch of good offensive linemen that they let slip through their fingers. I know we couldn't do anything about Travis Frederick getting sick. I know we couldn't do anything about Frederick getting sick, but everybody else we could have worked that out. Listen, I even still wanted them to keep Tyron Smith. Like, I would have figured it out. Because listen, you could have still kept Tyron Smith and drafted Tyler Guyton. So now you got a veteran to teach him how to play left tackle. And if Tyron Smith couldn't finish the season, you already got his replacement that can come in and take the snaps. Right? So yeah, like you should. They realistically they should have did both. If we being honest, Yeah, Ronald Leary hurt me too. And listen, you felt not having him in 2017. He was here in 2016. You were running all over people. And then, we took that step back in 2017, partly due to the Zeke suspension, but you had some games, even when Zeke played early on, where the run game fizzled out later in the game. Right. Y'all keep dropping those questions in the chat box, man. Because Roxy got another one for us. Roxy said, what y'all think of Zeke back home? I said about 700 to 800 yards and 12, 13 touchdowns. If they really go running back by committee and other guys get a chance to carry the burden and Zeke is utilized as a short yardage or goal line back, he will flourish. He will flourish. I don't think that he'll get 300 carries like he used to back in the gap. I don't even see Zeke getting 200 carries. But I think with the carries that he gets, he'll score touchdowns, he'll move the chains, he'll be productive for the Dallas Cowboys. If you wanted to ask me about the other running backs, that's when I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on that. Don't ask me about the other running backs right now. I mean, by default, Ezekiel Elliott already is the running back one. Because you can't trust Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle doesn't even have 100 carries in his career yet. And he's been in the league going on 4 years. 3-4 years. So Rico Dowdle cannot stay healthy. I cannot trust him to carry the lion's share of the workload. Malik Davis has been in the doghouse for a while at this point. I'm not even sure why he's still on the team. But they treat him very badly. Deuce Vaughn, I don't really know what his role in the offense will be. They talk about putting him in the slot, but do you then not give slot reps to CeeDee Lamb, who's been dominant there? Do you not give take slot reps away from maybe Kevontae Turpin? Like who's So what is the plan for Deuce is really the question. Said, who's the source for the Trayvon not ready for camp buzz? I'm glad that you asked, because I think I might have that shit in here somewhere. If not, I'll find it again, but I think I have it somewhere. Or, I know I can just go back on X and get it for us. So let me see. Bear with me as I Google this. Let's see, Trayvon Diggs. Latest. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find the article. Okay, here it go. This is the article from CBS Sports. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Y'all know I can't put it on the screen. I'd be wasting y'all time trying to do that. But I'll read this article to y'all, and I'll let you know what they talking about. So this is pretty much the source of that. He said, "Don't sleep on Royce." Shit, Roy's gonna have to wake me up. Said Dak is a cheese on Madden. Yeah, we can go crazy with Dak on Madden now. All right, so let's take a look at it. So this is the article. Cowboys Mike McCarthy on Trayvon Diggs looks great. Is in a good spot with recovery from torn ACL. This is by Garrett Podell, CBS Sports. Covering the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys defense could receive a major boost in the late July or early August in training camp with the return to health by corner Trayvon Diggs, a two-time Pro Bowl selection and a 2021 first-team All-Pro. Tore his ACL in practice prior to Dallas Week 3 game against the Arizona Cardinals last season, and while the vibes have been good regarding Diggs' recovery, that isn't necessarily an indicator that he will be ready for the start of training camp in late July. We'll respect the timeline, but Trayvon looks great. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy said Wednesday at minicamp when he was asked about Diggs' progress. He goes a little later in the day with his physical therapy workout. He's in a good spot. I just talked to him a little bit there Monday during the physicals. As far as when he gets back, let's be honest, we're going to be very cautious with those guys. We're not going to put them out there too soon. Better later than too fast, which I also agree. Back on May 14, Cowboys assistant head coach / defensive backs coach Al Harris expressed optimism about Diggs being able to participate in training camp. Harris has come to check up on Diggs during his rehab work off to the side with associate athletic trainer / director of rehabilitation Britt Brown the last 2 days during minicamp. It looks good, Harris said back on May 14 when asked if Diggs is on track to be ready for training camp. Actually, that's just where I was at, me just watching him. Britt is doing a great job with him. As far as timeline wise, I'll leave that up to Britt and the strength staff to tell you guys that. For what we did today, I thought he did a good job. So listen, they're not sure, right? They're not sure. They're not sure if he'll be ready. They're not sure. Right? So it's not that he won't. It's just they don't know what to expect from the timeline. He's coming back from a major knee injury. So of course they're playing it by ear. There's nothing set in stone. So yeah. Hold on. Let me answer this question since y'all got the Q&As coming in. Y'all keep the Q&As coming, man. We got 104 people across all platforms, 84 people on YouTube, 20 people on X. Y'all make sure y'all run those likes and shares up, man. Run those likes and shares up in the liquor store, man. Salute to y'all. So she said, do we have another season with Dak as quarterback in 2025? If not, who'll pick him up? There's a lot of teams that will get Dak Prescott, honestly. Hey, shout out to Ratio, man, for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate you for the love. And Ratio, because you sent 10, they got you 2 raffle entries for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So salute to you, man. Appreciate you for rocking with your boy. If y'all want to be like Ratio and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jersey, all you got to do is send the super chat, $5 a pop, every $5 a raffle entry, or you can hit the Cash App. It's $ Henny the More. If it's too small to see on here, I'll put it in the chat box for you, and I'll pin it to the top. Shout out to Kyden Wagner too, man. He said he loved the Dallas Cowboys, man. If you love the Dallas Cowboys, sub to the page, man. That's all we talk about is the Dallas Cowboys, and we make Dallas Cowboys content on the daily, man. So tap in with your boy. But yeah, man, y'all keep those questions coming. Yeah, it would be best. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys, honestly, they have a bad track record of bringing players back too damn soon. I don't think Terrence Steele goes out there and plays that bad. I don't think he plays that damn bad if he was allowed to rest and recover before he took the field again. I don't think Michael Gallup would have fizzled out in Dallas if he didn't try to come back too soon. Dez Bryant came back too soon and re-injured himself. Right? He said, me and my grandpa love the Dallas Cowboys. In 2019, we went, me and my grandpa love the Dallas. Okay. We went to the game. Salute to you, man. Salute. Glad you enjoyed the game. Glad you enjoyed the Dallas Cowboys. Salute to you. Welcome aboard, man. So yeah, man, like coming back to it too quick from injuries has never played out well for the players or the team. But they have a bad habit of doing so. Tony Pollard broke his leg in the middle of January. That man was running back number 1 in September. Just threw him out there like he good. Healing from a broken leg, new offensive system. You're good. You got it. Like, come on now. Like, sometimes the things they do is not conducive to winning. Like you can find a way, and if you game plan, you can find a way. You got time. You can find a way to game plan and win without your star for some players for a couple of weeks. That's where coaching comes in too. That's where coaching comes into. That's where strategy comes into. That's where you really put in the film work on the X's and O's and try and find weaknesses to exploit. Yeah, Steele wasn't ready. Gallup wasn't ready. TP wasn't ready. Yeah, and he still had a decent season for what happened. If we grade Tony Pollard on a scale, if we give him a grading scale and grade him on a curve, he did damn good. He did damn good for what we asked him to do. We asked this man to be running back number 1 off a broken leg in a new run scheme. New run scheme, fresh off a broken leg. Asked you to do more than what you did before you got hurt, and you still gave us 1,000 yards, Tony. So I salute that. Yeah, man. It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I also feel like there's pressure. Yeah, I also feel like there's pressure once you sign that contract to get back on the field from the front office. I think the front office be pressing them boys a little bit. Like, hey, man, I'm not saying you should, but, if I was you, I might try to give it a go. I'm just saying, I'm not the player, but, yeah, I feel like they be trying to press folks a little bit, man. Said top 3 all-time Dallas Cowboys head coaches. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is going to be the top one. My question is, are you going to give Jimmy credit for all 3 rings, or are you going to give you gonna give the other ring to he who shall not be named? Do y'all count all 3 rings to Jimmy Johnson since he won the last one with his team, or you just gonna give him 2? Yeah, Landry, Jimmy, Parcells. Now you ain't gonna give him love for. Yeah, I listen. I low key do too, man. I low key do too. And Bill Parcells got his back right. So yeah, I say Landry. I say Jimmy and Parcells. If you're gonna credit all 3 Super Bowls to Jimmy Johnson, then yes, I'm like DP Johnson list is my list. Landry, Jimmy, Parcells. Hopefully Mike McCarthy ends up there. Ooh. Cynthia said, have to ask, how do you all think the Cowboys are going to do against the 49ers? I went to the last year's game in October and it was brutal. Shit. They got to show up. Listen, as of right now, that game is very iffy for me. Dallas Cowboys ain't showed me they can beat them yet. So why would I, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 1,000. They ain't showed me that they can beat them boys yet. So, I'd be stupid to sit here and beat my chest and say we're going to run up in there and whoop them boys. We ain't beat them boys in I don't know how long. So, as of right now, I got questions about that. But the fan in me is saying, man, fuck them boys. We going to handle business. You know what I'm saying? So like that, the content creator in me, like, damn, this is gonna be a hard game. The fan in me is like, line it up. The fan in me says line it up. The content creator is like, shit. That's how I feel. I'm torn. Yeah, like we beat them in 2020 when Dak wasn't there in the COVID year. That's the year that CeeDee Lamb had the return touchdown. So we have not beaten the 49ers since 2020. We're going on 4 years. We played them all 4 years. We played them in the playoffs in 2021 and played them in the playoffs in 2022. Played them in the regular season in 2023. Played them in the regular season this year. We've had opportunities to beat this damn team, and we have not done so. Have not done so at all. So you know, I want to say that we're going to beat this team and we're going to stand up business and handle up. But man, I can't say that. I can't say that truthfully. Maybe once we get closer to the game, I see how our offensive line is blocking. I see what our run game looks like. I see I see how Dak Prescott and the offense is playing at that point. Then I might have a different opinion. But man, at this point in time, man, I can't honestly say that. I can't honestly say that at all, honestly. Yeah, at least that's a rivalry. We beat the shit out the Eagles so often. That's not a rivalry. The Eagles ain't won in Dallas since 2017. They play in Dallas every year. They have not won in Dallas in 7 years. 7. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, come on. But yeah, man, we've been on here for 1 hour and 37. I do appreciate everybody for showing love, rocking out with your boy in the liquor store, supporting the content. I'll be live sometime tomorrow, man. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I know exactly what time I'll be live because I got a couple things to handle. Got a little bit of overtime to do, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I'll be live sometime. I'll probably be doing a joint show with Landlord at one point. So y'all just tap in with me. We're gonna rock out, talk about everything Cowboys related. But on the way out, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the share button. Make sure y'all slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan, man. And if you do, I'll give you a discount on the liquor store. And make sure that y'all spin the block and holler at your boy, man. It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And I'm out.
Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gonna hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that.